All right, hey guys, Herald here.
Hey.
That was that was a fast break.
Yeah, that was a fast break. We're back here live at Casual Connect Asia 2017. Once again, I'm Herald from Quit Stalling. With me today is my good buddy over there on the left side of your screen, Diego. How you doing, Diego?
What's up, guys? What's up?
All right, and with us today we have
Edward.
All right,
from
Edward.
Twitchy Finger.
Oh, from
Hey,
Twitchy
Edward.
Finger. All right, hey man. So what do you have for us today?
So we got this game. So we're a Hong Kong publisher and
Okay.
developer based in Hong Kong, as I said. And then with this game coming out, it's actually out already. Been for a while. It's called Mini Legend. It's a racing game based on Mini 4WD. I don't know if you guys are
Okay.
familiar with this.
Oh, I
So-
am not. So
Okay, so I'll quickly explain it.
Okay.
So Mini 4WD is a type of model car, and it's
Keep going.
right. So it's a type of model car, and you can build it, you can customize it. It's not a remote control car. It is a it's like a miniature, yay big type of car, and you race on slotted tracks. So it's a very popular toy and model toy back in the 90s in Japan.
That's Tamiya.
And-
Wait,
yeah,
that's different from that's Tamiya?
yeah,
it's
that's
like
a
that.
Racing
It's like
car,
Tamiya.
Yeah.
Hey, we're not allowed to say that word, Diego.
We're not. Oh my God.
It's fine.
R.I.P. Tamiya-san. Okay, but yeah, go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so this game is currently it's already out. It's on both iOS and Android.
Oh, it's out. Is it free to play or is it
It's a free-to-play game, so you can download it right now. It's available globally, worldwide.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we have around 3.5 million downloads right now.
3 point. Yeah,
I know that's
3.5
a big number.
3.5 million.
We couldn't even imagine that kind of number.
Okay. Is the game up?
Alrighty, so it's
Yeah,
up.
It
But
should
it's
be
not
up.
showing the game. It's showing on what's that?
I don't know. That's my settings.
Oh, there
Oh,
we go.
there
There's
we
a delay.
go.
All right. So okay.
Alright, here we go.
So now that we talked about the game, run us through it. Show us a little bit about it.
So as you can see, it's a racing car, and this is what the Mini 4WD looks like. You can click inside, and with this game is you can customize anything. So basically, it's a very highly customizable game. So from such as you can see, I can modify the body. From here, you can see that you can choose the different cars you have, and then once I jump in, I'm just waiting for it to load.
Okay.
It's the streaming. So what you can do is you can modify the body, the chassis, the wheels, the rims, anything you can you can do.
Okay, so real quick, I lied earlier. I know what a mini 4-wheel drive is, and this is like the game that I was looking for in my childhood.
Yeah.
We
Actually, a lot of players say that. you
right
know,
because
yeah.
we never got a game like this growing up. We had that other mini 4-wheel drive game, and it was nowhere near this cool. All right, so walk us through it some more.
So what it does is, if you ever played this type of model car, is you often you join with a bunch of friends, you modify it, and then you can do lots of cool stuff.
Yeah.
So you see the body, you do the chassis, the motor,
That's so
and then
cool.
yeah. So each part, the gear, different gear ratios give you different speed, and then the wheels. So let's do something.
I'm freaking
basic,
out
right?
right now, man. Like
Yeah.
this,
So you jump in, and then there's a bunch of different things you can do. So different shells, all these different things.
Whoa.
So
Wow.
and then say like I want to like change it up, like I want say like that, and then equip it, yes, and then what I can do is I can modify it by I don't like this color, so I can jump in and go switch it up.
Oh,
That is.
I cannot say bad words.
Yeah.
I was about to ask if you could do that. Oh my
Yep.
gosh.
And then on top of this, we have different stickers for it too, so
Oh.
you can do this.
Oh, the decals. Yeah, I was gonna ask that.
Decals. So different decals, different styles. And what we've also done is we incorporated a lot of different independent artists that designs cars. Actually, we got four
So
guys
they
that
did
do cars.
decals as well.
And they do decals as well.
Oh, nice.
So a bunch of these different things. Let me see what else
Oh
we
my
can do.
gosh. I'm loving the orange and black, by the way. That's
That's a very nice color scheme. You
a
should
little
use
bit,
it
little
for
bit of white
everything.
over there. Just
So if you know anything about Mini 4WD, a lot of them it's about the motor.
Yes.
The different
Yes.
awesome
Yes.
motors. So we get these classic motors. You've probably seen it before. And then we got some,
plasmas.
original motors. So what you can do is, after you're done setting up all your cars, you can go and race. So let's try
Oh,
racing.
check it out, man.
All right.
I mean, I'd probably spend hours just customizing it.
Yeah. So just the customizing alone, just to make your car really awesome looking.
Yeah.
It'll take you a good half an hour if you really want
Oh,
to get into
man.
the nitty gritties. And then you can test it out. So there's several different modes. So we got story mode, So it's kind of like, back in the anime days, you watch the cartoon. So there's a story about that kind of, And then we have a versus mode where you go against like people from all over the world.
I can finally form a bond with my mini four-wheel drive.
And what we have on top of that, we have like a team. So if you have several friends, you guys can like group up as a team.
Oh
and then there's guilds, and you have your team logo. So right now this game is really popular in Japan,
sure.
Taiwan, Southeast Asia. So what we're seeing right now is there's a lot of there's a huge battle going on now between Philippines and Indonesia.
Really?
Yeah. So the two big guilds that kind of like go at it. These two teams that go at it. And then you got the Japanese people who says that, hey, we invented this stuff, so we're gonna go in and kick some butt. So this is pretty cool. So what you do is you can go in and race.
Okay.
And then
I'm getting goosebumps, dude. I'm getting so many goosebumps.
So these are global players right now.
Okay.
So different players, and then you can check the rankings.
Okay.
So these are the top players playing right now. We do a refresh every week.
Okay.
And, so these are some of the top players. So
it's a weekly thing. So
yeah, it's a weekly thing, and then on top, each of you rank up as you go, and you collect points. And if you're in a team and your team has the highest points, you get additional rewards for that.
Wow.
Nice.
So this is the top player right now. He's only lost 3 races, so that's pretty impressive. So let's go and let's race this bus. So we can see that there's a track.
A bus?
Yeah, we have lots of different funky
is so cool.
shells, man. Yeah. So with Mini 4WD, you don't actually control the car, right?
Yeah.
You just let it go and it races on. So I'm on lane 1 and I'm versus 2 other people. I can press this button and then I can make this perfect launch if I time it right.
Oh.
I timed it wrong and I'm so slow. So.
Oh my God, I'm flashing back to my childhood.
So you can go through all these things. You can change the camera angle. Oh, see, I didn't tune it well. I didn't check it out. So what happened is, when you have a too powerful motor and you don't have the proper stage, it flies out, right?
Yeah,
so I lose. So I need to tweak it, So you can tweak it. There's different practice courses you can do.
Okay.
So you can make it the perfect, car and perfect stuff, and then you can race it. So basically, that's this is how we play the game.
Oh my
And inside, there's tons of different things you can do with it. We got these weekly events, and then we got these special parts. These are IPs.
Yeah.
So this one is pretty cool. This one, we have it. This is specially made by one of the guys that actually make cars. Yeah. So he's a car designer based in UK.
Okay.
So he does a lot of like concept car works.
Yeah.
So I'm like, can you design one that's in the theme of Mini 4WD? So he did something like that. So this is his car.
Gosh.
Yeah, this is a special limited edition.
Was he
car.
into Mini 4WDs?
Yeah,
as well?
yeah. He knew what we were talking about, and we're like, oh, do you guys want to get in on this? He's like, yeah, why not? Let's
so
do it.
cool.
And he was super nice. He just did it for us. Yeah. This guy does quite a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it sounds like you have a really good community going.
Yeah, the community is great. So we on top we have a Facebook page.
Mm-hmm.
So our Facebook page is called Mini 4WD ENG English.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So, or you can just search Mini Legend.
Okay,
Mini
Mini
Legend.
So
Legend.
Mini Legend ENG. Yeah.
Okay.
And you'll find it. And then we have around like 45,000 followers on the page right now, and the discussion is crazy. So we have a discussion forum with a page, and we keep updating our info, everything.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So during the weekly refresh, I'm sure you see a lot of movement on the leaderboards.
on the ranking, on the leaderboards.
And you were mentioning the fierce battle between the different countries.
Yeah.
How does that affect you guys in terms of the way you develop the game?
Well,
Is it like a meta you have to keep changing?
there's something that each country wants, because we've done. You see, we had this bus. It's actually a British bus.
Oh yeah, the bus shell.
Yeah. So
which would be virtually impossible.
I know.
A real
in
track,
real circumstance.
But this is so good that you can do this here. Yeah.
So so we have some localized content.
Okay.
Like I don't know if I have in here. But for Japan, when we launched it in Japan, we actually have this Decatora bus. I don't know if I have in here.
Decatora?
So, yeah, it's like those big rig 4-wheelers, but they deck it out with a lot of LED lights.
Oh,
and those Japanese words on it.
Yeah,
and,
nice,
on
nice.
the geisha paintings.
Yeah.
So we released that for Japan launch as a special, a
and only
shelf.
they could get it.
No, everyone can get it,
Okay.
but it's just to celebrate them. So
That's so cool.
there's in Thailand, they're like, can you come up with a tuk-tuk or is it tuk-tuk?
Yeah.
But that's three wheels, so we're like, we
yeah.
don't know how to do it in three wheels, but we're
Yeah.
trying to figure something out. So we
Okay.
keep on, a lot of users ask us, can we do this? Can we do that?
Yeah.
Can we have this type of cars? And what we do is we actually opened up our game for some local, like just for our game community design.
Yeah.
So if you can draw it. If you know 3D Max, you can do one. Or if you just if you want to build it from scratch,
Yeah.
or just draw on a
And they can
piece of
submit it.
paper. They submit it through our Facebook page, and then we actually pick 3, and then the finalists when we have people vote, and then we build one. That's based on the
That's so
community's
cool.
drawing.
I'm expecting a Philippine jeepney.
yeah. I heard of that.
Oh,
no.
no.
Yeah, the
Oh, they're the bane
were asking
of
for it.
Philippine traffic.
yeah. And then
But it is iconic as anything.
yeah, so we try to engage our players, every
Yeah, it
week.
seems like
Yeah.
that.
Different activities, not just in the game,
Yeah.
but also like on our Facebook.
That's
We're trying to,
amazing.
get more people involved in the
Yeah.
whole, the design process.
Wow, and yeah, that kind of dev interaction with your user base. That's
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say too rare, but it's rare that you do it on this level, and it's so refreshing to see.
Well, being indie gamer, indie developer, we always try to, get as, in the grassroots as possible, get direct feedback, and, try to talk to our players as much as possible. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, tell us more about the game.
Yep.
Yeah.
So with this, we have currently over, I think, 500 different parts that you can do
Whoa.
in different combinations.
Okay.
So basically, you can modify everything. On top, it's not just about the stats, right?
Yeah.
So you can actually, it's not just getting the nice gear, but we have these individual ranking. So you can use, things you already have. Say I have like 3 of these wheels, so I can use it, and then I can upgrade, and then combine the stats into my current wheel I'm using.
Okay.
So I can just
okay.
level it up instead.
So is
and on
that
top-
favorable? Because I'm sure you get those users who want to use the item for the look.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
how does that play into your
So
leveling up?
so we know that some players like to do it for the looks. So
Mhm.
what we do is we let you keep that that particular part, and then you can upgrade. You can use other parts that you don't want to upgrade that part that you like. So that you don't have to go, oh, this part has better stats, so I gotta go and use that. But you can actually use the parts you like, and then use the parts that you don't to upgrade it.
All right, excuse me while I download Mini Legend.
So you said earlier that it's not all about stats. So does that mean there is, even if you just get the best stuff, it doesn't mean you'll exactly be the best car?
Yes, because with if you play the real thing, you can get the best motor in the world, but if you don't know how to set it up, or this track is for there's a lot of turns.
Then you don't
So
get
if-
the fast one.
Yeah, if you get a really high torque engine or motor, and then you don't have the proper stays to push down the car, it'll just fly out every time. So it's not just about a guy that coming in and buying everything. Is you gotta know, actually a lot of our top players, there's both free players and those are paid players. And it's in the end it's about skill. Can you build a car that maximizes the track? Can you optimize it for the track? So we always give pointers on how to optimize it. Saying like if you have a really strong motor, but then you keep flying out, you might want to pick a wheel that's really heavy, so you can push down the car and keep it low.
Wow. So
Yeah.
how do you give out the pointers? Is it through social media? Is it in-game notification?
So there's a tutorial inside that teaches you the basics after you play it. It's through the story mode. Actually, when you download the game, they'll make you play through the tutorial for sure.
Okay.
After that, we have all these other hints that we can give, like here. So you can see the size of the wheel affects the speed, the torque, and they'll give you on each part that you can see. So so you know what you're doing. So you have a better idea of how you can improve.
Yeah.
So
'cause
motor
you are going to get
tells-
those people who've never played
Played it,
with-
yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's great.
And another thing we find out now is that the community is is growing. So before we answered a lot of questions, but now they go on Facebook and then they can ask, and there's like 40 people that answers them.
Oh wow.
And there's a lot of support groups too. I heard outside there's like forums, there's like WhatsApp groups, there's WeChat groups, and there's Line groups. Yeah, there's a lot of those groups out there.
That's great.
Yeah,
And it's great that you guys have fostered such a welcoming community. I mean, I'm not going to name names, but you see those communities online that are very toxic, and it's great that you have these very helpful
Yeah.
people in your community.
I guess for those who are indie developers out there or publishing their own games, one of the things is like, how do you maintain customer service?
Yeah.
So we can't say we're the best customer service, but we try to like answer the questions as best as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And there's always going to be those that try to abuse the game or exploit it.
Yeah.
And then we have a very zero tolerance policy. If you cheat, we're going to ban you. And ultimately, that's very good for the community because they know that if there's cheaters in the game, then there's no point trying.
That's right.
Yes,
no,
that's
no,
true.
no point playing.
Yeah.
So we're very active on trying to ban any players that try to cheat or try to like exploit the system.
Okay.
Or those are just generally on the forum just being annoying.
Okay.
The trolls.
Yeah,
usually.
the trolls. We if you guys aren't playing by the rules or if you disruptive behavior, then then we kick you out. So.
That's great.
How have people tried to like cheat the game?
Oh my goodness, it's crazy. Like we just had one like 2 days ago. So what they do is whenever we have a new version that comes out, we update the game quite often.
Okay.
At least like twice a week or so. So what happened is we do test it ourselves, but sometimes they find these little glitches or little paths that they find they can abuse it. But then what happened is we also have a very good anti-cheat system.
Mm-hmm.
So once people cheat or do something that's fishy that's not within the game, we get alerts for it.
Oh, that's
and
great.
then often we send warnings. We do a soft ban,
Mm-hmm.
and if you do it again, then we give you the hard ban.
Okay.
But it also depends. If you're straight up like trying to corrupt the game, then we ban you right away.
So it's a case by case basis.
Yeah, it's a case by case basis.
All right.
And ultimately, it's just letting the players know that don't worry, the game is in safe hands. We're trying to guard it as great as possible. All you guys have to do is just play the game.
Yeah.
And if it would help too if you guys report anything that's suspicious. Yeah.
I downloading it right now.
Yeah.
It's just installed.
I just want to play. Like
Yeah, it's a very cool game, and we keep releasing new stuff for it every week. And then this that special designer car you talked about, with 3 more of those coming over the course of this month. So we found 4 independent illustrators, designers, and then they did a collaboration with us.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. At least you guys always have something new coming to keep people in the game.
Yeah. If I was still young, I would have figured out my career path just by playing this game.
But it hits us a lot. I mean, for us, it's pretty nostalgic because when we were growing up, we'd play with the small cars like that and the tracks and everything.
Yeah.
So it's a nice way to get back to that since it's hard to find them already.
And that's one of the reasons we did this game was like when we sat down, like, okay, what game do you want to do?
Yeah.
What game makes us actually want to happy?
Yeah.
And then we're just brainstorming, and you're like, hey, you remember those mini 4WDs? Those cars? It's awesome. And then we're like, hey, actually, that's a really good idea. And then we actually looked it up.
Okay.
Back when we did this, we started it back in 2015, early development. And then back then there wasn't this type of game out yet.
Yeah.
And even now there's only I think 2, and we're one of the 2.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So this game is really, it's more on the unique side.
Yeah.
Usually racing you talk about like CSR racing where you're
Yep.
real cars
And Gran
and
Turismo.
Gran Turismo, or you're just racing with a real type of control base.
Yeah.
And for mobile, control isn't that great.
Mm-hmm.
You always got to steer it with the thing and
with the gyro.
Yeah, gyro, and it's not
Their
always the
attempt
most accurate way of doing it.
It's
Yeah.
a hard attempt.
And you mentioned CSR. It's all just like shifting.
Yeah, just shifting.
Yeah.
So for this it's more about just customizing your car, optimizing, and then ultimately joining a bunch of friends and trying to beat each other.
I want to play.
Yeah, it's not just it's not just about like winning too, right? We do events where make the best car, or what's your best style type of car, and then we judge because there's so much customization. You see the decals, you can do the colors and the saturation and different stays and ball bearings, all that stuff, and the wheels. So basically, it amazes me how like all these players make these cars that I go, wow, that is really cool.
Oh,
like
really? Even you guys.
Yeah,
are
even I'm like,
amazed.
wow, that looks really nice. And then we have these avatars too in the background.
Yeah.
So we have like a different avatars that you can use.
Oh, so even the avatars are customizable.
Yeah, you can pick between different avatars.
Oh, okay.
So there's like a good 20 avatars or
Oh
something.
my gosh, that's a lot.
So we did one where we're like, okay, match the avatar with the car that you think that they'll like.
Oh.
So with this whole theme. So it was crazy. It was on Facebook, and then we're like, wow, this is it matches really well,
That's great.
Yeah.
Can I try playing? While
that's
you
the
guys
thing
discussing more, may I take a
Sure,
gander?
yeah, go.
So okay, main.
Go
Is it
at it.
race or main?
You can tweak the car first. I think it's a little bit the motor. You might want to tune it down a little bit. You can just pick
Yeah, we still
different
get. I'll make my Formula One Michael Schumacher car.
Oh, we
What?
actually have a Formula One car.
What?
inside.
Okay, where is
Yeah.
it?
Oh,
You can pick the
which
motor
one?
first. So you can, I guess, pick a lesser motor, so it doesn't fly out that much. Because I tweaked it, Because the game's mine, so I can
Oh,
do.
okay.
You can
I
do
can
it,
give
the
myself
dev-
really good stuff.
The dev powers.
I might need a copy of that dev
this is
oh,
dev
the-
version.
Sweet.
This is one of the cars you
Okay.
can do.
All right. So how do I race?
So you can go to race,
Race.
and then you can go to let's go time attack. So this is the fastest lap.
Okay.
So for time attack, it's establishing the fastest lap of the day,
Okay.
and then those who at the top lap wins, and then we
Okay.
give prizes. So there's different modes, and we have special events mode
Mhm.
where you want to time it and then press it and then just let it go when
Can I
it.
start now?
Yeah, you can start anytime. This
Okay.
is you can hold it down. Yeah, and then let go. There. Oh, if you time it right, it'll go really quickly.
So I don't.
and that
Oh,
mirrors
there's
the
another angles. Yeah.
Yeah,
that
different
mirrors
angles.
the dropping motion of a
Yeah.
Oh,
of a
nice.
racer in real life.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you drop it right and the right time, it gets an extra boost.
Yeah.
So there's one mode we actually really wanted to put in, but end up it seems kind of weird. I don't know. In the cartoon, you can they yell at the cars and the car
Yes!
goes faster.
Yes.
We thought about activating the mic and go
That'd be so. That
Gives
you would
you
complete
boost.
my childhood.
I don't know. We're thinking of adding that in the future. Yeah.
I remember,
Yeah.
we could geek
Yeah.
out about this off camera, but I remember that so vividly. And
Yeah.
you'd have these ridiculous courses that would go through sand.
It's a turn.
Yeah,
It's
and
a
they'd-
jump.
Oh my gosh!
That would be. So we're thinking of putting that in a later update.
Yeah, that'd be
So,
so fun.
yeah,
Like a separate mode.
Yeah.
That'd be so good.
Yeah.
Man, okay, so we're talking a lot about the community and,
Yep.
and your online presence. Where can the people find you? Where can the folks at home find you aside from where you can download it on the Play Store? And
So we have a Facebook page. It's Mini Legend. Just look at it, MINI, and then LEGEND.
Okay.
Mini Legend, you'll find it. Or you can go onto our company website, twitchyfinger.com. You can also find it. And it's currently available on both iOS and Android.
Okay.
And it's available globally, worldwide right now, and you can download it,
And
now.
Yeah, we are definitely downloading it now.
Yeah.
All right. Before we go, is there
Yep.
anything else you want to say about the game or in general about mini four-wheel drives?
Well, mainly I just want to thank a lot of players out there. you
Okay,
know.
yes.
They've given us a lot of support, and even from day one. And we're not a big development team, but we've done something that we're actually quite proud of.
yeah.
And what's more amazing is bumping into people that actually play the game. And I've seen it in subways before and in the bus, and then it's the happiest thing when you see the game that you make and then people are playing it. We have people complain, but at least they're playing the game.
You will always have people complain.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm pretty sure Twitch
So-
chat right now has someone complaining.
Yeah, for sure. And I think it's just, we go through the noise. 10 people play the game, probably
Mhm.
one people complain, or half
Okay.
a person complain.
Yeah.
And then, but there's 9 guys that are just totally into the game and playing it. And
Oh,
they're like, oh, this is
wow.
awesome. So for us, it's it's been a really good learning experience. And
Okay.
it's very humbling to see, all these people who download a game
I'm
and play it.
sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure. And I'm sure you get that little tear in your eye every time.
Yeah,
you see
it's
someone
just
play.
it's awesome. Yeah. Yeah.
Great. All right. So we're gonna wrap up real quick. So
All right.
thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
coming and showing us your game
Yeah.
and just dazzling us and making us reminisce.
Yeah.
Again, I am Herald from Quit Stalling. With me is Diego.
Hi. I'm just gonna do one more time attack. It's fun.
All right, keep going, keep going. All right, if you can find more about us at quitstalling.us, and we're going to be streaming all day up until 5 p.m. 8 plus 8 GMT.
Yeah.
So stay tuned on the Twitch stream. Thank you so much
All right,
once
cool.
again.
Thank you very much.
All right, Diego.
It'll be funny
Diego.
if we had a first-person view. They're going through all that.
Oh, we tried it. It gets really dizzy because
Oh,
it's
I'm
really close to the thing and it just flips back and forth.
It's only for specific people.
It's first visit. All right, guys. So yeah, just last bit there, finished. So, all right,
Good
see you
job,
guys.
man. Good job.
Thanks. All right,
So
see you guys in the next game.
All right,
Awesome.
yeah, see ya.
All right, see you.
Bye.